Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! The following video will contain spoilers from the movie Spider-Man Brand New Day. So, keep an eye out for that. Also, this video will contain language of a frank and explicit nature. Viewer discretion is advised. If you do not want anything spoiled for you or you cannot handle strong language, please stop watching now. 3, 2, 1. Okay. What's up, folks? Dave here. I saw Spider-Man Brand New Day last week. I enjoyed it, well, as much as I could. Unfortunately, I wasn't feeling very well, and I'm afraid how I was feeling may have affected my full viewing of the movie, but I do hope to go see it again this next weekend and enjoy it fully. I gave a written review, just not a video review. I might have to do that. But one thing that's come to my attention that I have to talk about is one of these special guests in the movie, none other than Yelena Bolova, aka the new Black Widow on the Thunderbolts now turned Avengers. And she had an interesting meeting with Spider-Man in there. I was going to say Peter, but that's just it. No one knows who Peter is. But when he was trying to get information about a case, she told him to come to her office, which was a bathhouse, and pretty much told him to make sure that there's no weapons, no listening devices, to please remove your clothing. So he went and he took off everything except his boxer briefs and his mask. That's okay. But the thing that really ticked people off, apparently, was when she was saying that this whole thing about attacking damage control is small potatoes, and what the Thunderbolts, or aka the Avengers, do now is the big potato stuff. So she was delegating between big potato versus small potato stuff. And yeah, I mean, you and I both know that this man has done a hell of a lot, and what he does is not small potatoes. And in fact, he's probably stronger than most of the team of the Avengers now, except for Sentry. But here's the thing, and I realize this. I know what she's doing and why she said it. Now, it's nice to know that so many people were up in arms about that and saying it was bullshit. That means Spider-Man's your homeboy, he's your ride or die, and you will defend him. That's good. But with all due respect, stop giving Yelena shit about the small potatoes comment. And here's why. You got to remember, from a point of view, she is a Black Widow. Trained in the Red Room, she's a super spy. Spies aren't just kick-ass, but they also deal in intelligence, espionage. And right now, she is sitting on the biggest network of information. She is an information specialist. And right now, Spider-Man, all that's online about him is his identity as a masked hero. Nobody, not even the old Avengers, know who he is. That's huge. See, she has looked in all kind of information networks, she's got all kind of things, to realize that his information has been scrubbed so thoroughly that people remember being around him, but they don't know him. Only somebody of genius intellect, say like Tony Stark, could pull something like that off. In this case, it was Doctor Strange, but she hasn't really met Strange. So it's understandable she may not be aware of magic. Yes, he is brilliant. But she does know people like Stark. She knows that Spider-Man has a reputation as a genius. She knows that Spider-Man was somehow intertwined with having Stark tech that was taken by damage control from him. So she knows that he's brilliant. So that whole small potatoes, big potatoes thing, if anyone has that kind of brilliance, sometimes they have an ego to go with it. So she was saying that to trigger him into saying something, revealing something. The thing is, he wouldn't take off his mask. And even now, the best thing she could say is, I've seen your belly button, I could recognize you. That's the best thing she's got to claim. Because she was checking for tells, he didn't give any away. She knows that he's a street-level guy, can do more, has worked with the Avengers, asked for help, but was just kind of feeling things out. I'm pretty sure, should things have arisen, she might have been able to step up. But right now they may be preparing for the whole thing for Avengers Doomsday and might be looking at him as someone to bring in, but this is her way of testing him. So, like I said, those little things he was trying to do was to trigger an ego response, to get anything, something out of him, to read his tells. That's what she does. Her sister Natasha did the same thing. So, she was doing her job with the biggest mystery in the MCU as far as she's concerned. It wasn't personal and it wasn't bad. If anything, she's fun and lighthearted. She did it in a way that didn't come off completely dickish. She was being friendly, and she has a great deal of respect for her. When she saw Kate Bishop as a Russian thing, saying the full name, Kate Bishop, that's a respect thing. She wanted to get to the point of Spider-Man where she could have that same level of respect. But she was doing it in a nice way, not the total dickish super spy way. So, if any of you felt triggered by that and was angry, like I said, Spider-Man's your ride or die boy, that's good. But if you were in Spider-Man's shoes, she did that to you, I'm willing to bet that you would stand up and respond to something. You'd say exactly what your accolades are, what you can do, what you've stepped up to do, and you would have played right into her hands doing exactly what she wanted. Think about it. Not being a dick, not insulting. She was just doing her job. So please, stop giving Yelena shit about the small potatoes crack. Also, if you have a chance, go online and look for Boss Logic's art. She turned that whole small potatoes, big potato thing into a very cute piece of artwork, so check that out. Had to give her a shout out. Boss Logic does amazing work. Anyway, that's my 2 cents. Hope you guys enjoy, and I'll probably be checking out Spider-Man Brand New Day again in the next week or so. Take care. Peace.